This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus... Hello LS11 Universe, it's the Doctor, and welcome back to LAW. You can see there, new GCW champion, the Ryback, is arriving to the arena tonight. Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, alright. Hey, LS11 Universe, it's the Doctor. On my own tonight, JT not on commentary tonight. Following his appearance in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Has him a little banged up tonight. As well, following seemingly the end of the Ryback and the end of the GCW title. It's Rick C, the LAW champion and the leader of the CAW League of Nations, the Clone, making his way down to the ring. So, Rick C, it was a great night for the Clone this past weekend at Christmas Chaos. Yes, I'm aware things didn't go terribly well for me there. Sure, MDZ has a bone to pick with me following me shirking my responsibilities of commentary to try and become GCW champion, only for the belt to get fucking blown up. Great, guess that title's gone now. That was fun. Ryback killed it. Ryback killed the GCW title. But our LAW champion is here. Well, it's a couple days late, but Merry Clonmas, everyone. Because after continuing to make Rickstery at Christmas Chaos by taking down Carlos and burning that mask to a crisp, to the point where you will probably never see the El Exterminador again, who, let's be real, we all know was you under that mask, Doc. Me? What the hell? But now, thanks to the handiwork of the Clone, you're also going to be able to finally let the joke of the Ryback die. That's right. We blew up the limo. You're welcome. But that sets us forward as the Clone continues to expand. This is a full-blown Clone-vasion of the LS11 universe and LAW. It started with Xander and his little buddies at Hardcore Halloween. It continued with Carlos and the Blackstone Empire at Christmas Chaos. And it continues with the Scorched Earth Rumble in just 4 weeks' time. It continues there because on that show, I don't know who I'm defending the LAW title against. I don't think there's anyone in the locker room worthy of me defending the LAW title against them. Crim will continue to run her campaign as the president of Crimerica and the United States champion, running through anyone and everyone in this locker room, especially that masked moron Xander number 3, who she absolutely mopped the floor with at Christmas Chaos. Liam and Status are going to handle and stand on business with the LAW tag team titles, and our buddy Nate is going to bring you a very special report later tonight about our continued rise in LAW. And the thing is, with the Clone and LAW... Well, hold on a minute. Hold on. It is JT, one half of the DPW Tag Team Champions. JT making his way down to the ring. The notorious JT Jason. Stepping up. You know, Rick, I'm sure you'd rather someone much more established come out here and get in your face. All right, I'll entertain this. Where are we going with this, JT? I'm not here to entertain you or to try and make a name for myself. I am here because this shit has gone on long enough. I've sat at that commentary table and been complacent for a while, but there was something your boy Liam said to me the other night, told me to stay comfortable and know my lane at the announce table, and I am not flying with that. I am sick of you and your buddies coming in here running roughshod on this company that I got my start in. This company that I had to once plea to be a part of. Well, that's the difference between you and me, JT. You begged to be part of this company. This company begged for us to come to it and save it. Yeah, go ahead. Laugh it up. Laugh it up, Rick. I'm sure it's really funny seeing the LS11 Originals' personal laughingstock, the personal punching bag, being the one to step up to you when the company calls for a soldier to take you to your limit. But guess what? I'm going to give you a little lesson to the whole LS11 universe. I'm going to teach you about the word, one of my favorite words even. And that's a little word called novaturient. I think of myself as a novaturient, Rick. A novaturient is someone who desires a powerful change in their own life. I never really thought of myself as one until recently, but then again, you didn't either, did you, Rick? Yeah, that kid back in 2017 who created his own league for the hell of it. That's far from the man I'm standing across from right now in this ring. And the clone that have made these connections with you, with the fans that have supported you and your vision, it's very far from the clone that walked in these doors and hijacked our first show for your own personal gain. Is there a point to all of this, JT, or are you just giving me a history lesson about my own life and trying to have a dictionary moment? No, I get it. I get why you're asking me this, and I get why you've gone about things the way you have. Because there's a lot of people who don't know you the way I know you and the Clon, Rick. Because even with the great community you've built and the friends you have made, there was a time when you weren't so different from me. And I think you know that, Rick. A time where I wasn't different from you. Okay. There were people who doubted you. They mocked you. They tried to make you a pawn for their own agenda. No matter what you did, you were the laughingstock. You and your friends, you couldn't care less. I get it. I get it. I have been the laughingstock of the LS11 Originals. My debut match was Carnold, beating me to a bloody pulp in the middle of the ring. I'm the guy that ran down to the ring and begged Xander to give David Otunga a match. You're the guy that made Lincoln Loud a world champion. Yeah, I am. And RCCW still stands all these years later. How many LS11 shows can say the same? How many shows that you've been on can say the same? Because last I checked, we're on the reboot of LAW, aren't we? Meanwhile, we've never had to reboot anything I've done because we get it right on the first try. Yeah, well, I know, things are different, right? They're different because this time you're not a laughingstock because you're on top. You're the main man, the face of the clan, the biggest thing to grace LAW, because as long as you hold the LAW title, no one can treat you and your friends like a joke again. Well, I hope that you're happy now because you're not the Rick C, the mind behind RCCW and the CWA. You're not Rick C, the LAW champion. You're a fucking hypocrite, and you have no idea how much it boils my blood that you're trying to treat yourself like a hero when that old school mentality you once condemned has become your new motto, because you're the one who made me aware of what it meant to be a Novaturiant, Rick. And because of that, I'm disgusted by the man I stand before. Hey, JT. I think you should do what Liam said. And I think you should go sit back down on commentary before this gets rough. Yeah, your buddy Liam did tell me to sit down and do my job like a good boy, but what about you, Rick? Would you have ever listened to the people who called you Rick the Suicidal? Stupid, but brave? Just a commentator? Here's a newsflash, Rick. I don't care if we do this in TNA, LAW, ARW, RCCW, ACW, CWA, LMNOP, or anywhere else. I am not a pawn to you, or even Xander himself. I'm not just your comedy act, I am not your stepping stool, and I damn sure ain't someone for you and your boys to talk down to. I'm the guy who won these people's hearts when I came in against the most beloved man on this channel. I'm the guy that tried to get his Xandermania moment, and there were almost riots when he didn't, after he talked nothing but mad smack about a beloved family man and tried to make out with his daughter in front of him. I'm the guy that can do terrible things and get these people to love me because I love them. I am the notorious JT Jason. I am the heart and soul of the LAW and the LS11 originals. And I am one half of your DPW tag team champions. And Rick C, I swear to God, I am your next LAW world champion. Well, hold on a minute. Well, no rest for the weary, it seems. Because there's the head of the LS11 board of directors. And the LS11 grand champion. Looks like we finally got him an actual eye patch. Zandzenegger making his way down to the ring. You can tell he's tired. He's ditched the suit jacket. He's rolled up his sleeves as well. Xander stepping up. Stepping up to JT and Rick right now. Is the grand champion. Gentlemen, fine evening here in the land down under, isn't it? Xander? Respectfully, get the hell out of my way. This doesn't have anything to do with you, JT. So I suggest that respectfully, you take a step back. I don't think I will. I'll get to you in a minute. Rick. You show up on my turf, TNA. Days before the biggest match of my life. And you have the nerve to claim you're doing me a favor. I'm sorry, which eye am I supposed to be looking into right now? Cute. Remember what you told me when I told you I was coming back for the LAW title before it was all said and done? You said, how about you focus on winning another title first and then come find me? Well, guess what, Rick? I now stand before you, the two-time LS11 Grand Champion. So I'm thinking it's scorched earth It's winner take all. Xander, you're not just gonna walk in here and step on my moment. I love you. You're gonna get out of my way. Respectfully, JT. Oh, brother. Rick, I know you asked the rest of us to stay in the back, but me and Status couldn't sit around and listen to this guy. Let's be real. A giant fucking mark for himself. Even more than he already has been in the past. You really want to go there, Malone? This never goes well between us. Yeah, I can only sit here and listen to you grandize yourself for so long. I mean, Xander, is it true what I heard that you're getting a couple of ribs removed so you can finally suck yourself off? You pat yourself on the back enough that I'm starting to think it's true. Oh, man. This is just what my life needed. More of the clan getting involved in things in LAW. Yeah, you're right. You do need more of the clan, because we are proven to be the ratings draw around here. We're the only reason this reboot didn't get canned in the first couple of episodes. Oh, so you do speak, big man. Haven't met yet. You're status quo, right? My name's not going to matter to you. What's going to matter is when I'm using my boots to put you in the dirt, ZC. Maybe the clan wants our shot at that grand championship. Yeah? Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be the guy rocking the mustache straight out of the 1970s? Krim going to come drop some crutches again? Rick? You going to finally get off your ass and have a match? Or maybe that new guy. That new guy, Nate, right? He's got a special broadcast for us tonight, right? Maybe Nate will take a break from getting thrown out of the ring by the fucking Ryback, and he'll step up to fight me. Alright, you guys hold on. Just a minute now. I've sat by and watched Clan take over LAW for long enough, too. I'll handle this, Status. Tatum. You decide to finally get out of your proverbial and eternal little bro status? To come step up to us? You really think this is a good idea? I've never been one for good ideas, Liam, but I am one for punching smart asses in the face. So how about you quit disrespecting my best friends? And you step up. Step up. I've already been stepping up, kid. Where you been paying attention? You about been? You been having your head too far up your own ass? Been too busy worrying about these DPW tag titles that we're going to make disappear? Like that? Well, guess what? Guess what? So yeah, maybe I'm going to make a bad decision and I'm going to punch you in the face. I'd love to see you try. Oh boy, it needed to get any more chaotic out here. Also, Tatum, shoutouts for wearing my shirt, mate. Love it. Thank you. Get it on fourth wall. That time someone finally wore some of my merch around here. But here she is. The new LS11 LAW United States Champion. We actually just saw her in Call Your Shot last night as well. Krim Rocker is here. The president of Krimerica, as she calls herself. U.S. title around her waist. And of course, naturally, now we can see she has spray painted it with the Clan logo as well. Clan continue to hold all the belts here in LS11 Universe. I can only listen to this nonsense in Krimerica go on for so long. Krim, we're in Australia. Anywhere I go is Krimerica, Xander. That's great. That's great. We needed more of you, I hear. Yes, we do. What have you not understood about the Clan being a ratings draw around here? Getting a migraine from all of this. Rick, I haven't forgotten about you. Well, you're not going to forget about any of us. You know what? You know what I'm thinking? What, you want to throw hands right now? Krim, I'd love to, but I've got someone else that would much rather punch you in the face than I would. I mean, who else is it going to be? Because, folks, here is the new TNA Knockouts Champion, Well, she does not look dressed for a fight, however. Showstopper Elizabeth Bell. Dressed far more like she's going for a day at the beach. Here in Australia. I mean, it's summer here in Australia. Eliza's stepping up. Knockouts champ.
Oh, come on. I'm about to have to cross realities to go fight a Kryptonian later tonight, and you really called me out here, Xander? It is summer in Australia. Do you know how cold it is back home? I was going to go lay on the beach for a few hours, and now I'm getting wrapped up in all this nonsense. Come on, what are we doing?
Nonsense. Funny coming from the biggest Nepo hire of the LS11 originals.
All right, listen up now, Cammie, and I'm going to say this once. I've been staying away from LAW because this ain't been any of my business, but you step up to me and you try and cross paths with me, and I will make that U.S. title disappear so fast, and Cammie time ain't ever gonna happen again because I'm gonna break your damn watch.
I'd like to see you try, Shorty. By the way, I made the hat famous, so one of us is gonna have to change.
Xander booked the match. I'm gonna knock her fucking teeth out.
Alright, chill out, Liz. Alright. You're all here. We're all here. You guys want to know what I think? Not really. Zip it, Malone. I think, since we're all out here, tonight, one night only, the most championship-filled match in LAW history, one night only, the Clon versus the Zantastic 4. You gotta be kidding me. We'll work together tonight. Handle our own business with them later. 4 people not on the same page at all. A guy with one eye. A guy that wants the title shot, but the guy with one eye won't stop him. The proverbial little bro, and a girl who'd rather be on the beach. Yeah, we'll see you all in the main event. What the hell are you thinking? Thinking this Clon bullshit's gone on long enough. Alright, folks, well, finally, at long last, let's actually have some matches 20 minutes into the show, shall we? So, let's do it. Let's kick off the show here. First matchup of the night. Some singles action. Here comes Trevor Lee to the ring. Trevor Lee makes his way down to the ring. Recently revealed that he is signed with TNA. Or not TNA, LAW on one of our last episodes. And now tonight, Trevor Lee finds himself competing here in the first matchup of the night. And he is taking on former LAW Internet Champion. In fact, the final ever LAW Internet Champion. I'll be thrilled to find out he actually returned to the show here tonight. Zach Parker making his way down to the ring. Zach Parker, sorry, I'm so used to having someone to bounce off of. Like I said, I guess we'll get Z3 back in the booth soon, since it seems JT is dead set on going for this title. Zach Parker is back. One-on-one with Trevor Lee. Here we go. Whoa! Zach Parker coming out of the gate for a knee strike. Trevor Lee catching him, though, and Trevor Lee in the midsection here. And Trevor Lee with Zach Parker. Rolls him through into a cover now. Trevor Lee. One. No. Zach Parker kicking out. Parker right back up now. Trevor Lee. And all of the head now of Zach Parker here. And Trevor Lee. Parker goes around the waist here. Has a hold of him now. And Trevor, former hardcore champion. That's all he's held so far here in the LS11 universe. Well, and former X Division champion, actually, Trevor Lee. Zach Parker answering back now. Zach Parker into a stunner, knocking him back here. Zach Parker now grabs a hold of Trevor Lee again, kicks him in the midsection. Going for a powerbomb, lifts him up. Zach Parker to the head repeatedly here. Trevor Lee knocking him down here. Trevor Lee flies in with a big knee strike. Lee getting him back up to his feet now, chopping away. Trevor Lee. Forearm strike now, grabs a hold of him, throws him across the ring, into the corner. Big forearm strike, knocking down Zach Parker now as Trevor Lee goes for the big drop kick, Parker countering. Zach Parker has a hold of Trevor Lee and throws him across the ring. Pulls him over, a kick into the back there, taking him down, kicks him in the midsection now. And Trevor Lee kicked in the midsection again by Zach Parker. Parker telling him to get back up to his feet now, and Zach Parker coming off the ropes, goes for a springboard. Trevor out of the way. Double axe handle taking him down here. Of course, as you heard Elizabeth Bell mention a little bit earlier tonight, later tonight, Crisis in Infinite Squared Circles, the long-awaited return of ARW, as LS11 Originals will face ARW Stars. 2-0. Kick out from Zach Parker. Trevor Lee getting him back up to his feet now. Trevor Lee chopping away. Forearm strike, knocking him back now. And Trevor Lee, big drop kick there from Zach Parker. Kicks him down now. Zach Parker. Trevor Lee back up to his feet here. Parker with a right hook, chops him. Right hook again now. Big jabs here, coming in hot. Zach Parker into a clothesline. Takes him down. One up now into the corner here. And Zach Parker rolls through. Trevor Lee slides out of the way. Trevor Lee, cave in. Into the cover now. Trevor. 1, 2, 3. Trevor Lee picking up the win. Welcome to LAW, Trevor Lee. Big win there for him tonight. Avoids that big clothesline from Parker, and then bang! Hits him with the cave in. Trevor Lee picks up the win in our big opening contest. But folks, I've been told that the following message has been paid for by the CAW League of Nations.
Me and my air Romans welcome you to Nate News Now. Yes. We have our top story. After saving titles in the oppressive LS11 universe, the CAW League of Nations have joined the giving season. One brave warrior, Crimrocker, overcame a tweaked toe for the cause. She also donated her half of the tag straps to a young up-and-comer, Status Quo. I know, so kind, so brave, so inspiring. Status has put a lot of work in and has earned the chance to keep the tag division away from Blackstone Empire. Empire's their name, hello. If anyone can save us from tyranny, Liam Malone and Status Quo can. I'm so glad to have them a part of the cause. Speaking of champions, this next one is a doozy. Don't you change that channel. Rixie finally is getting a fair shake in the world title scene. He absolutely dominated at Christmas Chaos, slaying the competition and showing us that he is the champion that we need and deserve. Can we get a replay? You can be just like us, fighting injustice everywhere. And as a perk, you could potentially play guitar with Rick. Who wouldn't want to do that? That's all for tonight's episode. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. There may be more in the future. But Nate News Now needs more funding. So if you could kindly donate $5,000 per episode, it would help me spread the gospel about the good that we are doing. For more info, dial 1-800-800-800. Thank you for your time.
What the hell was that? This clone propaganda is getting a little out of hand, if you ask me. But anyways, nonetheless, we move into some women's action here on LAW up next. As here is the young woman that is going to challenge for the LAW Women's World title at Scorched Earth Rumble in just a few weeks' time. Cammie Zandzenegger making her way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for the young Cammie as she steps up to the plate tonight. She got a win over Shotzi Blackheart back at Christmas Chaos just last week to become the #1 contender for the matchup with Priscilla Kelly in January, late January, I believe it is, for Scorched Earth. Let me double check that date and I'll give everyone the actual date. Scorched Earth Rumble is taking place on Saturday, January 31st, 2026. So it'll be our first big LAW event of the new year, last day of January. Cammie makes her way to the ring. She's taking on a new addition to LS11 Universe. We don't know if she's going to land here in LAW. But we do know that she's arriving at long last. And it is this Russian beauty that is Natalia Markova making her way down to the ring. Sorry, I'm used to having a commentary broadcast partner that's going to try and get us taken off the fucking air anytime someone that is a woman with very nice appearance appears on our screen. So Natalia Markova makes her way down to the ring. Any further ado, Markova and Zandzenegger going one-on-one as they lock up here. Waist lock there on Markova from Cammie. And the Russian crush into a chin lock on the Exterminator of Tomorrow. Oh, pulling back on the neck of Cammie here, bridging it a little bit there. And you got to try and fight out of this chin lock here. Markova. The strength here, wrenching it down by the arm. Cammie's got to try and fight back into it, though. And Cammie, midsection, again, knocking back Markova. Cammie's got all of it now. Sends her across the ring into the corner here. And Cammie, they're up on the top rope now. Right hook connecting. And again, into one more. Goes up with her. Cammie. What are they thinking here? Cammie. Oh my god. What a neck breaker off the top rope from Cammie. Taking a hell of a tumble on that one. Into the clothesline there from Markova, though. Kick there now. Natalia Markova. Going back on the arm here. Markova now has it down. Natalia Markova goes for the knee drop. She's a veteran of this business, been in it for almost 20 years, has Markova. Wrestling for 18 years, made her official pro wrestling debut in 2007. Back in January of 2007, so she's coming up on 19 years in the business. A couple of weeks here as Cammie knocking it back now. Markova grabs a hold of her now, and Natalia Markova. Cammie shoving it down. Cammie's got the size advantage over her now as Markova now pulls her through, jackknife cover on Cammie. Natalia Markova, kick out from Cammie. Right there, and Cammie now hitting the ropes. Spear! Markova going down now, and Cammie grabs her by the throat into choke slam. Bring her over now into a cover on the Russian crush. Cover now for the 1, for the 2. No, kick out from Markova. Picking Natalia back up to her feet here. Natalia Markova. Pulling her in, has Cammie now, and inside cradle suplex, the #1 contender into a cover. Look out there from Cammie, though. Markova's got her down now, Natalia Markova. Taking here. Oh! Taking her down with a big sit-out splash on that one into a cover now on Cammie. 1, 2, kick out from Cammie. Overhand shot now, knocking her back, big kick into a drop kick. Silva taking a turnbuckle pad off here, Cammie. Dazed and confused in the moment. Silva going up to the top rope, but Cammie. What a one-armed powerbomb off the top rope. Into spear. To the cover, but the referee's distracted. Cammie's got the clear 3 count here. She's had it down for a solid few seconds now. And a kick out from Natalia Markova. Taking that turnbuckle pad off was a great strategy there from the Russian Crush. Into a big running clothesline on Cammie, taking it down. Markova going up into the corner here. Natalia Markova flies down with a knee strike. Cammie goes down. Natalia rolls her over here. Natalia Markova for the 1, 2, no. Taking the back there, does Markova. Cammie back up to her feet, getting caught though. The ropes here and avoids the kick, countered. Cammie, the grabber gets caught though. Cammie Zandzenegger being taken into the corner now. Head first in the turnbuckle now, and now Natalia Markova going up to the top rope. Back on her now, lifts her above her feet here. Choking her out in the corner. Down she goes. Cammie rolls back to the center of the ring. Markova will cover now for the 1. Cover for the 2. Kick out from Cammie. But down now, and now Markova with the sit out again onto Cammie. 1, 2. Kick out again from Cammie though. Staying in it here is Cammie Zandzenegger. Markova's got a no, countered by Cammie. Goes back though, knocking her back here, and Cammie a slap to the back of the head. Markova. Went up to the middle rope and oh, hits her with a big splash there. Cammie catching her though, takes out the leg, knee into the leg. Down now, and Cammie coming in. Whoa, caught, float over, DDT. Markova now rolling Cammie over here, and Natalia Markova. Cammie sweeping the leg. Cammie going up to the top rope. Oh, Cammie, what an elbow drop there. Taking it down here, running the ropes. And drops the elbow. One under the top rope again now is Cammie. What is she thinking here? Cammie. Wait a minute. What a stomp! Good lord! Backs into the corner and looking for him. Spear! 1, 2, 3. Markova gave a good effort, but Cammie getting the win in the end. What a matchup there, and what a win for Cammie tonight. Markova gave a hell of a fight, but in the end, the Exterminator of Tomorrow picking up the win. Look at this diving stomp here. We can get a good angle on it. That was the elbow. Here we go. This was the diving stomp. Look at this. A moon stomp, if you will. Followed it right through into a running spear. Cammie with the win. Is this our next LAW Women's Champion? We're going to find out. Our main event is coming up in just a moment here, folks. But before that, I have got a big announcement on behalf of the LS11 Board of Directors. Alright, folks, I want to thank you all for joining us for LAW here tonight. It is great to be back doing LAW for you all once more here in the LS11 universe. On behalf of myself and the rest of the LS11 Board of Directors, which I suppose we've never actually said who all we are, but it is, of course, made up of Xander as the director of the board, myself, Ray Wood, and the general managers of all of our shows, meaning that the rest of the Board of Directors is made up of Big E, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Owens, Maven Huffman, Tony Khan, and Shane McMahon at the moment. Although apparently Shane might be getting Shane or Tony. It doesn't matter. What we're here to talk about right here, right now, tonight, is the fact that we've come to the decision that LAW is bringing back one of the most beloved championships from the original run of LAW, and that is the LAW Internet Championship. The way that we're going to get there is because, folks, coming up soon on LAW, we're going to have a pair of fatal four-way qualifying matches to determine who will go on to the Scorched Earth Rumble to fight for the vacant championship. In the coming weeks, we will announce those 8 names, and those fatal four-way matches will begin, as I said, with the winners getting their shot at one another for the Internet title at Scorched Earth Rumble. But for now, it's time for our main event. Let's get the chaos underway, shall we?
With a showstopper flair, JT's unhinged, chaos in the air, Tatum breaks walls, the powerhouse unleashed.
Well, none of them look like they're on the same page, is what I will say here. They all have gold. They got that going for them. Zantastic 4. One night only. As here are the CAW League of Nations. You want a group that look like they're on the same page, you're looking at it. The Clone making their way down to the ring. Rick C, Prim Rocca, Status Quo, and Liam Malone. Making their way down to the ring, gold around all their waists. Their logo spray painted on all the gold as well. CAW League of Nations. Ready for a big 8-person tag team matchup. The main event us tonight. So here we go. JT and Liam starting. We got a well-oiled, all on the same page unit in the Clone. And we got 4 people who are not even in the same book. They're all reading 4 different books in the ZC, in the Zantastic 4. JT and Liam. Malone going up, and Malone, what a DDT there to JT. Malone now picking JT back up to his feet here, and Liam Malone. You can even see that Eliza and Zeta both wrestled 2 matches yesterday, and they both wrestled 2 matches today. Jadam are wrestling a match later tonight on LAW or on ARW as well. They're wrestling against the Krusty Crushers. The entire Zantastic form, there's no way any of them are 100% right now, and they're coming in here, all of them on different pages, not super thrilled to be on the same team tonight against a well-oiled unit trying to take over LAW in the CAW League of Nations. As Liam Malone going for a big clothesline, JT answering back though, and JT bring Liam across the ring. Liam kicking him in the face, and Malone now, they turn JT around and they sweep the leg. Malone now tying JT up here. Liam Malone with JT chasing. Tatum making the save. Tatum feels like the one guy for the Zantastic 4 right now that would happily make the save. Oh no, Liam Malone with Tatum. Outsider's edge. And JT with a super kick though. Flash across the back of Liam Malone now. Flash again, nobody home. JT now. Grabs a hold of him now, does Liam, and Liam, what a German there to JT. Get him getting out of the ring before he can risk getting disqualified. Here's Liam coming on to JT, throwing him across the ring into the corner. Liam tagging in his other half of the tag team champions. They tag in Status. Status Quo launching Liam with a big drop kick, and Status Quo has JT down. Rick just trying to silence the LAW fans from booing here against the Clone tonight. As JT, a snap man, has Status, hits the ropes, and JT with a sliding shot to Status Quo. Xander saying, tag me in. So JT tags Tatum instead. Tatum floats over, DDT to Status Quo. Taking Liam off the apron down. Now Liam goes down, big arm drag there from Status Quo to Tatum Lords here, and now Quo throwing Tatum into the corner there, big clothesline. Axe handle, Status getting caught now, kicks to the head from Tatum Lords. Now big kick there to the head from Status. And Status with the knee to Tatum Lords here. Status Quo goes for him. Kick to the midsection from Liam Malone. From Tatum Lords, and Tatum with that sit-out powerbomb into a cover. Crim Rocker making the save. United States champion Crim Rocker getting her hands on Tatum there for a moment. Tatum answers back now. Tatum choke slam lung blower into a cover now on Status Quo. 1, 2, no. Rick C getting in the ring there for a moment. Now Tatum, no. Gets down by Status as Rick provides the distraction. And Crim providing the opportunity for Status to hit a big German suplex there on Tatum. Now, Status Quo into Death Valley driver on Tatum Lords. No, saved by Xander. Tatum now kick to the midsection. Status Quo though. Back body drop to Tatum Lords. Status Quo getting him back up to his feet now, and Status. Go. Looking for Jay Driller, the Tiger Driver. To Tatum Lords. And the TNA Knockouts champion Elizabeth Bell getting involved there. The Status Quo. Whoa. Tatum. Tatum. Into the corner now, going Tatum as Status Quo isolating Tatum Lords. And Status Quo goes middle row. Big DDT there taken down Tatum Lords. And now Tatum tags in Elizabeth Bell. And here we go, the TNA Knockouts champion coming into the mix now. She just wanted a beach day, and instead she's got herself a fight with Status Quo of the Clone. Oh, and down goes Xander. With answering back now against status quo. Dishing out some big forearm strikes. Big elbow. Comes off the ropes. Clothesline there, taking it down. Knocks Rick into Liam then. Status quo. No. Eliza ducks him now, and Eliza. What a knee to the jaw of status quo there from the showstopper. Elizabeth Bell. Tag is made to JT Jason. Now look at this. Double super kicks. And status tagging in Crim. Check your watches because it's Crimmy time. The LAW United States Champion. JT, Jason, and Crim wasting no time going at one another. JT now. Coming off the ropes. What a springboard there. Takes down Crim. This is the most vulnerable we've ever seen the CAW League of Nations in a matchup here in the LS11 universe as Crim. Oh my god, the rolling cutter. Crim Rhodes there. Then goes to that big drop kick. JT out of the way. And JT grabs onto Crim. Snapmare taking it down. Hits the ropes. Baseball slide taking down Crimmy. Now JT into the cover on Crim Rocker. Kick out from the US champ at 1 though. JT. The super kick now in Crim Rocker. Wait a minute. Crim. We go. With the go to sleep there. Crim saved by Eliza. Oh boy. Crimmy and Lizzie, here we go. Eliza knocking her back now, and Crim. JT reminding Eliza, don't. Wait a minute. JT. JT driver. Into the cover now. JT on Crim. 1, 2. There's Liam. JT wiping out Liam Malone now. Crim back to her feet now, and Crim. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on JT. On Xander. Finally getting his hand in it as JT reaches up and tags Tatum. JT still not tagging Xander. Still seemingly upset that Xander tried to get involved in the LAW title picture at the top of the show. Tatum now taking down Crim. Crim! With a flying drop kick there. Now Tatum with Crim Rocker taking it down. Northern Light suplex into swinging neck breaker. Crim Rocker now rolling back to her feet. Crim takes out the arm. And Crim Rocker, no. Tatum Lords. Roundhouse kick into choke slam backbreaker. There's status quo for the save. Crim, wait a minute, rolling Tatum through now. Crim Rocker. The pin Tatum Lords now. 1, 2, no. Tatum now kicking away at Crim. Roundhouse there. Tatum Lords getting her back up to her feet now, and Crim avoids it. Crim. The neck-breaking pile driver. Saved by JT. Crim wiping out JT. Now getting her hands on Xander as well while she's at it. Crim now, no. Tatum rolls through. Tatum flies in with a knee strike. With an elbow. Here we go. The Crim and Eliza showdown. Everyone's been waiting for ever since the Clone got here at LAW. Many have wondered when the Queen of LAW was going to make her return to the black and purple brand to take on Crimmy. Remember, Eliza was the LAW Women's Champion for 812 days. And Eliza, whammy bar to Crim Rocker. Into the cover now. Crim is down. 2. Nearly gets her, but Crim is still in it. Now Eliza going up to the top rope. Crim Rocker, though, taking her down off the top. The double axe handle. Eliza Avoids the super kick there, does Krim, who takes out the arm now, and Krim answering back now, and Eliza with Krim Rocker. Oh, what a splash there from Elizabeth Bell. Eliza taking the fight to Krim now. Krim now, wait, counters Eliza, sends her back into the ring. Kind of trying to take a swipe at Krim there. Is Krim now? No. Eliza countering and dropping Krim. No countering here, and Krim Rocker with a big clothesline there. Taking down Eliza as Rick is finally in, and Rick C with a big clothesline there to Eliza. Rick's been waiting on the apron this whole match so far. Discus punch takes down Eliza. Xander and JT both wanted the tag there. Eliza goes for the super kick. Rick into the Rick C cutter. Saved by Tatum. Rick, wait a minute. Rick! With that crushing clothesline. The Tatum Lords. Eliza. Oh! Whammy bought a Rick. Rick is down. 1. No! And Rick clotheslines are down in the corner. Rick C coming in like a house of fire. Wiping out Tatum Lords. And avoids Eliza there, and Eliza taken down with a right hook. Rick now fighting back into it. Elbow strikes here from Eliza. Was for him. Rick. Shoulder blocks are taking it down. Rick ducking underneath Eliza. Eliza going for whammy bar. Rick goes for the shoulder block. Eliza. The ropes. Clothesline to Rick C. Rick is down now as Eliza's going up, and Eliza is on a house of fire right now. We go off the top. No! Splat. She goes. Rick now. With an outsider's edge of his own. Shades of his buddy Liam. 1, 2, no. Now Rick. Wait, no, Eliza. Eliza redirects Rick into the corner. Tags JT in. Xander's still yet to be tagged into this one. As JT and Eliza with double elbows. JT finally getting his hands on Rick C now. This is exactly what JT wanted. As he sidesteps Rick, sweeps the leg now. JT kicking Rick in the back now. Rick rolls through. JT kicking the midsection down. JT, here we go with Rick hitting him with the KDD. 1, 2, Krim with the save. JT going after Krim, taking her down now. JT running the ropes. Rolling Thunder on Krim. JT is on one tonight. As JT grabbing at Rick's leg now. JT pulling Rick out of the ring here. And JT trying to fight the entire clan on his own here. A one-man army is JT Jason right now, but Rick. Knee into the jaw on the floor. Rick now with JT back into the ring. Wiping out Tatum. I hook to Eliza now, and Rick wiping out the showstopper as well. Taking JT back up to his feet as Rick power slam to JT. And JT reluctantly makes the tag. In comes the KOU. The king of the universe. And the rematch from Hardcore Halloween is on. Xander into the 360 code breaker on Rick. 1, 2. Rick kicks out. Rick now. 1 Rick kick. Into the cover on Xander. Saved by JT. Now Rick. Xander saving JT. Xander now with the pedigree. 1, 2, Rick kicks out. Ahead now, Rick C. Big right hook to Xander. Grabs a hold of him now, and Rick. Bringing him around into Money Clip. Money Clip is in. Eliza making the save. Now Eliza, wait a minute. Eliza and Rick around. Super kick. Xander is down. Getting back to his feet though. Xander. Wiping out. No! Gets caught by Status Quo. Taking Liam off the apron. Throwing a shot at Krim now as Rick. Bulldog taking down Xander. And now. And Status and Krim getting off the apron here. Rick countering. JT fighting back. Xander with the knee of justice. As Krim taking down JT. Tatum goes down. 1, 2. No. It's a whole mosh pit going on outside the ring right now. And Xander dives out on the Tatum on accident. It's an absolute clusterfuck going on outside the ring. Wait a minute. The referee's not seeing this, but outside the ring, there's KJ Elliott of Desperados of Fire. He and Liam have been getting into it and all over the place in the LS11 universe. As KJ Elliott getting involved to spike Liam. And there's KJ's tag partner, Flame Shadow, the other half of Desperados, taking down Status. And in amongst all the chaos, Xander tagged JT while Desperados of Fire were getting involved. And JT dropping Rick. JT Jason. 1, 2, 3.
I'm the notorious
JT just pinned Rick. For the first time, the Vaughn had lost a match, and it was because JT just pinned Rick C. That's not Xander's theme blasting over the overhead. It's not even the Zantastic 4 theme playing. That is the theme of the notorious JT Jason, who just beat Rick C in the center of the ring.
I'm the notorious JT Jason. The notorious JT Jason. And my bro said something about him not being at my wedding.
JT, during all the chaos, planted Rick C, and the guy that Claw was dismissing as just another commentator earlier tonight just pinned Rick C. Xander giving JT a side eye, but Eliza giving him a congratulatory hug, as is Tatum. Feel the tension with Xander and JT. You can feel the tension with all 4 of these people, all 4 of these competitors. But tonight, Xander throws up a side eye. Your winners, they are the Zantastic 4. I've been the Doctor, and that was LAW. Special thanks to $10 above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.